got a nice mouthfeel.
Yeah, like White Claws are just seltzer water.
Yeah.
This feels like it has like a chunkier, sugary consistency.
I prefer the Kirkland brand. I think, Becky, you were the first one to give me one of these.
No, I think it was Taylor. I think it's when you went to Savage Henry.
I don't know that we could like resell Kirkland brand in here, but to really lower our like white trash cred to go from White Claw down to Kirkland, I mean,
it doesn't say anywhere not labeled for resale.
That's true.
So I think you're good, and it has a barcode.
Yeah.
So
What's that? Oh, so you can sell it.
Yeah, you can sell it. You
should
should
sell some singles.
They're literally half the price of White Claws. They're so much cheaper.
And they just taste less sweet to me, which I enjoy. They're gluten free. I can have this.
Yeah, I mean they're all gluten free.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. White Claw, I like them, but I don't.
I like Trulies and I like these.
Yeah.
Pineapple Trulies are.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
I like the
buy
mango
these.
Trulies.
Those ones are good too.
Yeah. But I'm a mango gal.
More movement on the porch.
What is happening? You have a stray cat.
You got a possum. You got a
A
raccoon.
possum. Oh my God, I almost hit a raccoon on my way home last night. I said, "Move, trash panda." I wait for no one.
No one will mourn you, raccoon. Move.
Yeah. And then this morning when I was having my tea outside, there were skunks. And I was like, back inside for me. Because I was scared. And I heard coyotes last night. It's fucking wild.
In Midtown?
That's yeah.
Wow.
Over by where I live, because it's close to like that dog park and the river. There's, I guess, a bunch of just
Which
wild.
dog park?
I don't know.
The one by Safeway? The one by Safeway, right?
I live by Safeway.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it is that one.
Yeah.
I used to live there. Wait, where do you live?
DN20. Ooh. Are we hot? DN26. Oh, hey, there we are.
Oh, I used to live at 19th and O.
Yeah.
You've been there.
Yeah.
You were there when I went
Yeah.
there. When I
Yeah.
lived there. Yeah, you were there.
You guys, welcome in.
Hi.
Hey. Welcome to Animal Gossing, kind of. Oh, turn it down. I'm Emma Haney. This is Becky Lynn. Yeah, there we go. And on the ones and twos, we got Jesse Jones. Give us a taste of that voice.
Hi there.
Yeah. Jesse's changed. Oh, Sarah bought her villagers matching outfits for Turkey Day. That's cute.
Cute.
Damn it, that's one thing, and it's going to be too late to go to Able Sisters.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it is.
I think I
you
have
could
enough.
time travel.
I don't do that anymore. I don't.
Well, also, I saw a thing. I didn't read the actual article. I just saw the headline. They're like limiting your ability to time travel around like present day and Turkey Day or whatever the hell.
Well, they had it set in the beginning that you could pretty much time travel to like whatever holiday except for Toy Day, which is Christmas and Thanksgiving. And that's always been there. It's just connected to the real time. So it's like you can't be like, it's July, but I'm going to go have Christmas. Yeah.
I've never time traveled. I don't even know. How do you do that?
You change the date and time in your Switch settings.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty
Seems
hardcore. I did it a lot. In the beginning. And then you get a lot of weeds. So you got to go pick, which I like picking weeds. So I was like, oh, rats. I have weeds everywhere. Becky, have you been playing?
No. I went to my island today. This is the thing that I don't like is that if I'm not on my island for an extended period of time, then I keep putting off going back to my island because I don't like the guilt trip I get from my villagers.
Yeah.
Right? It's like kind of shitty.
It's pretty heavy.
And I'm like, you don't know what was going on in my life.
Well, in this one versus the Nintendo GameCube one, it's way tamer.
Yeah, Jesse said that before.
Yeah.
They were like
'Cause
real
that one,
jackasses.
if you don't log in for like 2 days, they're like, fuck you and your family and a pox on your house. And they were like super shitty about it. But this one, they're just like, hey, where you been? Okay, thank you for saying hello. Well, that's what all my people say. I don't know what your people say.
Hazel came up to me today and was just like, word around the island is you like whiskey sours. And I was like, huh, yeah,
Go on.
that's true. And then she was like, I've never been too fond of whiskey sours. And I was like,
Uh-oh. Trouble in paradise?
more for me,
Yeah,
bitch.
okay.
This is what I don't like about Hazel. Okay.
What
maybe
you don't
I do,
or what you
What I
do?
don't. I do
Okay.
like talking about Animal Crossing so much. It's like reminding me of all this shit.
Yeah.
I love Hazel. She's my best friend on the island. Okay. She's great.
Mhm.
But what I don't like is that she's very like, clearly she's financially unstable. Okay.
Well, yeah.
And I think that's what I don't like is she's very like,
Is because she's poor?
she's very comfortable asking me to supplement her income.
Mhm.
And I don't know, maybe this game has just turned me into a conservative, but I'm sort of like, you can't just ask me for a handout, Hazel. You could pick some pumpkins. You can go volunteer in the shop,
Pick
you know?
up shells. Shells are washing up every 30 minutes, and those sell for a hot price if you collect them.
I mean, you know, be proactive. And here's the thing is like, if Hazel was just lazy, I could co-sign that. I would be fine with that. It's just that I don't want to directly give to that. Let me throw it in the pot. Let me pay island taxes,
Yeah.
and then we supplement the needs of the villagers.
That
You know,
sounds.
Yeah.
Sounds like your island is a red island. That's what it
really,
sounds
because I think that
I
my
don't know.
concept is pretty blue.
Yeah,
I think
it-
it's a very like socialist
I'm gonna-
idea.
I'm
It
gonna
sounded
throw
like
this out there.
it
I-
sounded like Becky was willing to pay into Nook Fair
I don't.
and Nook Aid.
I
So
have-
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know anything about politics, so
This
I
isn't
tuned out
Okay.
as soon as you said conservative. And yeah, I get it. Well, my villagers are at the point where they're just offering to buy things off of me.
Yeah, mine do that too. And then I was
And
like,
they
I don't want your
undercut
sleeping
it.
bag, bitch. I have a sleeping bag. We got here with the same
Not
one.
me buy stuff from them. Like
Yeah.
they buy stuff out of my
Oh.
that I have on me.
Oh, that hasn't happened to me yet.
Yeah, because like I think I took a screenshot of it, but Beardo was like, he was, first of all, I was like walking around trying to catch maple leaves because like that's the thing right now. Which, put a pin in this real quick. The recipes for like all the mushrooms and shit, I haven't gotten any, and I'm upset. Nice burp, droplets, and
Wow,
I'm just
I went-
kidding.
I-
I'm kidding. No, but
mushrooms.
I have some, but no.
We know.
Is that it? Yeah. He was like frumping around. Look at his posture, first of all. Very upset. And he was talking about how he wanted
Of course.
I know.
He's looking for a silk shirt.
I know. And I had one on me and he bought it for me. But listen to this shit. He bought it from me for 300 bells. I'm all, bitch, this shit would sell for like 1,600.
considering the
at
prices they
Mapes.
usually charge for their sight unseen bullshit. Yeah.
Oh, I know. That's true. They're like, hey, do you want to buy this fanny pack? And I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. How much? 5,000? And you can either say yes and buy it or no, and they're just like, okay. And then they're
Yeah, they
fucking
get, like, a little
shady.
shitty.
They do
Yeah.
get a little shitty. It's annoying. What's in the chat? Your islands need universal basic income.
Which I'm 100% here for. I'm here for universal basic income on my island. But let me throw it in the pot. Don't come
Okay.
collect from my door.
That's
you know?
true. I get that.
We're in a pandemic.
On the island you are?
Maybe.
Don't bring that into the fake world, Becky. It's supposed to be pure. But yeah, I get
fair. That's
I
fair.
get irritated with that too. But a lot of my villagers that I have now are very, for the most part, like self-sustained. So I don't know. So my rabbit left. What was his name? Fuck, Gaston. He left.
Oh no! The one with like the
Yeah,
the curly
and
cues.
the mustache, the little yellow rabbit with the mustache.
Oh, who am I thinking of? Am I
You're
thinking
thinking of
of
Klaus.
Klaus.
Which
I love
Klaus, I think I have a picture of Klaus. Yeah, see, he left.
Oh,
And I was upset.
he looks like Rabbit
I love
from
him.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, his mustache reminds me of my dad. Because my dad has a serious stash like that, or he used to. But yeah, so he left and I was sad. And guess who fucking moved? Well, I don't know if we were doing this show then, but that green goat came back. I forget what his name is, Gruff or something. He's like he's a cranky goat, but he's super ugly.
Sounds
and
like a Grinch. Am I right?
He looks like the Grinch. If you can find a picture of Gruff or whatever the fuck his name is, but I already had him, and I'm like, no repeats. So I'm not talking to him until he leaves.
Wow.
I can be ruthless.
I just asked somebody to move onto my island. They're camping.
Becky's the leader. Her island has needs. Yes, it does. But yeah, I'm pissed about the mushroom recipes. I played so I haven't played like hardcore in a few weeks, but the one day I did, I dedicated some like a couple hours to it. I didn't
you had to pick some weeds. And
I had to do a lot of
clean your
stuff.
shells off the beaches.
Mm-hmm.
I
you
have a very high maintenance island.
I do that every day.
Oh.
I mean, I don't like play, but I do get on there.
You do your chores?
Yeah, but I don't talk to people. I'm just trying to keep it nice for y'all. But yeah, I was playing for like 2 hours and I kept getting balloons and it was like freaking rocks and like clay, but no recipes. And they shouldn't make it that hard because I was excited for the mushrooms.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Have you gotten any?
No.
Have you tried? Oh.
There's some things that like aren't making sense to me though. Like I don't love that like the leaves are falling off of my trees, but the apples are still growing.
Is that a what? Does
like like because it's fall.
Like circle of life kind of shit.
Yeah, it just seems like I guess it's weird to see like crunchy leaves and then fresh apples.
It's a video game.
Oh, you say it's a video game. The first time I logged on, and there were leaves blowing in. They were blowing in from, let's say, the east, and there were leaves blowing in from the ocean, and that just pulled
I don't
me
get
out
that.
of it immediately.
Because they're just trying to like build like an ambiance.
I can only suspend disbelief so far. Talking cats and dragons and alligators, sure.
All
leaves,
living in harmony.
Yeah. I know, it's beautiful.
The
Except when
leaves
they're not
blowing
in
from the middle of the goddamn ocean. No,
yeah,
that's
I
where
don't get that. Because I haven't had any like fights on my island yet. Well, I've had them like I've had people talk like down to people. Like I think I had another screenshot with Apollo and Bones, I think. And they're like, he's trying to get him to talk about like what his hopes and dreams are, his goals in life. And Bones was just like, I want to have a cake house or something like that.
Well, also like Bones is dead, right?
No.
Oh.
Bones is it? Oh wait, not Bones.
Oh no,
okay.
it
is Bones.
Wait, who am I thinking of?
Lucky's dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love Lucky. Lucky's the one I want on my island.
Yeah, but that's like, he's like, I want to have pies and shit. And then Apollo just is like, he's like, I can't talk to you anymore, man. I love when they say cockamamie. I don't know why. It just makes me...
such a strange saying.
Because who else? I think it was Dobie when I had him use the word cockamamie too. And it made me laugh. I like the villagers that I have now, except for that goat. He needs a GTFO. I'm like, I don't want him. But I don't want to use that like thing I was using to pick whatever one I want. Like I want it to be natural.
Amiibos?
Yeah, I want it to be a natural.
I still don't have like all the villagers I need yet.
How
and
many do you
Broccolo
need?
left.
Yeah. Oh, rap. Were you sad about him leaving?
I was a little sad.
Wasn't he
Because
about
he was
snacks?
like really emotional.
Was he?
Yeah.
Like how so?
He was just like, ma, ma, ma.
I didn't see that with him. When I had him, he was very much like, my grandma makes pies.
That's because you didn't like him.
Yeah, I didn't
So you
talk to
didn't
him.
bond with him. I'm an empath.
Oh, God. Whenever anybody says that, they are the worst.
Yeah, accurate. Yeah.
So wait, how many more villagers do you need?
I don't know. My Switch is over there. But
You don't need your Switch. You should know.
I don't. I think I need like 4.
Becky, you've had this game for months. You're not maxed?
No.
You need to get on it. Or don't.
I mean, I just think that there's a lot of, I'm trying to like forge relationships with the villagers I have.
But K Slider will never come.
Oh, I forgot about him.
And those concerts are pretty fun.
Are they?
Well, when summer got taken away from us, it was a nice like concert in the park. I would just get drunk in my room and be like, ooh.
What's your favorite KK Slider song?
Ooh, I don't know. Ones where he moves his mouth like, ooh, like that, because it looks super cute. But I like it because you can request songs and he'll ask you like how you feeling, and I like to always go, I'm in a mood, and he's all, I got one for you. You need to come over for a KK. I think I had like Steven came over, Michelle came over, and like a couple other people. I'm all, come to my island for KK. Like a little fun.
You never invite me to your island.
Yeah, well, neither of us play anymore.
Yes, we do. I played today because I got off work early and I had to work a half day.
The concerts are very calming. You worked a half day?
Yeah.
That was what was irritating with work today, because I do like a full delivery route and then I have a full pickup route afterwards. And all these people I've been asking for weeks, are you going to be there Wednesday? Are you going to be off Friday?
See, we always tell people.
See, I made sure to do it early because I've never had this many businesses that I pick up from before. Mm-hmm. And so everybody who was like, we'll be here, was not. And then the other few people I had that were like, no, we're going to be closed. When I delivered, or they said they were closing early. When I delivered to them, they were like, oh, no, we're going to be here. And I'm like, well, y'all fucked everything up because I already put my clothes sheet in. So today was annoying.
That sucks. Mm. But at least you have tomorrow off. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's nice.
Today was like the first day when pandemic ordering met Christmas ordering.
Yikes.
Yeah, like everyone was fucking busy today. I was busy. Everyone. It was shitty.
It was a weird day on my street today because it's trash day on my street. So it was just like it was a clash of like garbage truck, Amazon truck, FedEx truck, UPS truck. Like it was a lot of, that was like what I heard most of the day was just like backup noises. Yeah. Because there's only room for one vehicle.
There can only be one, much like Highlander. Yes. I hate trash days. On my new route, it's not as bad because I deliver in Rockland now and the streets aren't as small like they were in Carmichael and Sacramento. But I would always hate garbage men, because I swear to fucking God, when they see a delivery truck, they go slow on purpose. They take up the whole fucking road.
Give a fuck.
Yeah,
garbage
bitch, I don't give a fuck either, and I will squeeze in between the parked cars and your truck, and I don't give a fuck. Oh, they hated me on my old route because I would just be like, brrr, or like if I was in a court and they were like right here, just being like, like hella slow, I would fucking just whip around and cut them off and go to the next, because I'm fast. Yeah. I'm like in and out. I'm all move.
I love the idea that there's just like beef between.
There is like an unspoken beef
between garbage truck drivers
and delivery truck drivers. Yeah. And we all hate Amazon drivers because they're terrible. They're the worst fucking. I saw this guy today or sometime this week. I think it was today though. In the time it took him to make 2 deliveries, I did 7. And he wasn't even going like if you're driving this way and it's an odd number house and it's on this side, he just keeps driving this way but pulls over
on the other side.
Yeah.
He couldn't just park and then
you could park across the street, which is faster and safer than just being like, brr.
Let me be on the wrong side of the street.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, they suck. They try and be fast, it's funny. Because they're like, ooh, I'm going to get in front. I'm like, no, because you're slow and you don't know the area. I'm like, get out of here. Anyway.
So Amazon. Do you like resent Amazon kind of?
In what way?
Like, okay, so for example, so like for the company that I work for, there's like certain accounts that we have that like now I have a grudge against certain companies. Like I don't fuck with JCPenney anymore because they're like.
Does anybody fuck with JCPenney?
Well, they're like a really frustrating customer, and who else? DSW was kind of annoying.
Really.
Yeah.
Dirt.
So, but like now I like think about them and I'm like, oh fuck, they have this like annoying thing about them and it like bothers me. Do you have that with Amazon or with like any other delivery companies?
Well, Amazon, it's like, I'm glad that they deliver now because that was so much shit that got taken off of us.
Oh, really?
People were like worried about it. They were like, my route's gonna explode or gonna collapse because you. But like when we lost Amazon, we got Target, Walmart, Nike, Adidas.
That's
like
true.
we got a
Yeah.
shit ton of
I
other
mean-
stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, because everybody else is catching up with the online ordering
Yeah.
and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, you got Walmart specifically. So they
Oh,
probably
yeah.
they probably filled a big void.
Oh
that
yeah,
Amazon
I deliver
left.
a
Yeah.
shit ton of like. I mostly get Walmart and Target and Nike on my route.
Oh, really?
I know what everyone in fucking Rockland's getting for Christmas. It's the same shit from Target. Like everyone gets Target shit.
That's so interesting.
So like I like that Amazon, but the thing that I hate is that they don't train their drivers.
right.
And they're terrible.
Because
Like,
they're just like essentially Uber drivers.
yeah,
kind of.
they
Yeah.
suck. They're just like this kid the other day was just like like hella slow, and I'm like, you fucking suck. And they don't take packages to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Like
they just
I've
like,
gone, yeah, I've gone to a house where there's one like in the walkway. I've gone to a house before where they leave it in the driveway. I'm like, how the fuck does that shit even work?
That's wild. I'm always hella happy when we get like when anything comes FedEx or USPS because it always gets tucked in a spot.
On
where
a
people
spot
can't
because you
see it.
hide it.
Yeah,
Like
but all my
these-
Amazon orders are like flung on the porch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
which
cool,
is
cool,
funny
cool.
because
Okay.
someone sent me like a meme, or not like a meme, like a video clip thing, whatever they're called, reels, of like one guy acting like first it was like an Amazon, then it was UPS, then it was Postal Service, and then it was FedEx. So he did Amazon, like the guy goes up and sets it down
And takes
like
a
wipes
photo?
it.
I've seen
Yeah,
that
takes a
one.
photo, and then UPS is just like blah blah blah, and like, and then they have FedEx like coming up and like kicking shit over. I'm like, dude, it's literally like the fucking opposite.
I know.
Like Amazon fucking sucks, and you know.
Well, yeah.
the
Anytime I
CEO
have
sucks,
something
too.
left from Amazon, it sounds like they basically held it over their head and just dropped it as high
yeah.
as they possibly could, and then
When
wailed
I-
on the door and then
Yeah.
ran.
When I worked in Carmichael and when Amazon first started delivering, I saw a chick fucking throw a box, which is a big, like for us, you get fired for that shit at
Yeah.
FedEx if you kick or throw or do anything. That's why you do it in the truck when the doors are closed. But like, but like I saw this bitch start, like she was bowling, just like throw it on. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Just
And
fast-pitch
everyone has
softball.
rings now, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know why you would do it. I don't know.
Wow.
I
Whatever.
know.
Does it ever happen that like what happens? I have so many questions. What happens when like if a driver delivers a package to the wrong person and that
Like
person
they
like
misdeliver it.
yeah, and then like if that person that it gets delivered to like steals it and keeps it.
I don't know. That's happened to me a couple times, and like our CSA ladies in the office will be like, well, can you go back by the house? Like I've misdelivered shit a couple times, and I've always gotten it back because I'm rude and I'm just like, look, I know. And I always lie. I'm like, I took a picture of it here so I know that you have it. And they'll be like, oh, and like, which I have no way to take a picture of anything. But like, usually they cut it as a loss, and most stuff has insurance on it, or people will claim, and you get like a refund for it from the shipper, not from us.
Oh. Wow.
But it depends on how much the driver wants to work to get your shit back too. Like I'll go back and get shit for people.
But are there some that are just like,
I've had one lady who was just like, it's not here. But I think I told you about this when we were sending videos, and I'm like, I'm standing there talking to this lady, and she's like telling me to my face that she ended up giving the phone back because she's like, it's not here. And I'm like, the box is right here next to your trash and it's open. So you have it. And she was like, oh, my daughter must have. And I'm like, yeah, bitch, whatever.
wow.
Yeah, like people get fucking shady.
That is wild to me.
Well, that's the thing,
Humans
too.
are gross.
It's because Amazon doesn't give a fuck. You can get the same thing shipped to you multiple times. They don't care. It's just,
Yeah.
oh, I don't have it. Oh, okay, well, we'll send another one out. Oh, that one didn't show up
so much
either.
Oh yeah, dude. The one that's like the worst right now that we're having issues with is Nikes, because they're so Nike. The company is just so like, yeah, we'll send it again. Yeah, we'll send it again. Here's your refund, without like looking.
They won't
into
investigate
shit.
it. Yeah.
But like, because we're going to the same house over and over and over again, we're like, yeah, these people are selling these shoes. Like, they're pocketing the money and doing. So like, I had on my old route, me and this one driver used to go to the same house, but we had this guy who was doing that, and he had done it so many times that eventually me and Cade, the guy that I worked with, we wouldn't leave shit there anymore. Like, we'd leave it, and then we'd wait until they opened the door, and we'd make them sign for it for proof that they got it.
Oh, okay.
So you can't be like, oh, I didn't get it. Well, you signed for it, so you did get it. You just gotta be tricky.
I just saw this subreddit about PS5s being stolen.
Yeah.
And it was so wild. Just like people paying like all that money for a PS5, and they'll pick up the box from a hub, and then it's like not.
Yeah.
It's just an empty box.
That's crazy. I was so tempted to jack someone's PS5 because like the day they came out, I delivered.
Oh my God.
I would never do that.
No, I know,
wouldn't, because it's not worth my job for
Right.
something I can save for in a couple
Also,
months.
I've been telling people since the whatever next generation consoles came out. Don't get the first run.
No,
of them.
you never
They're
get the
trash.
first one. Yeah,
They're
because
always going to be garbage.
I think the complaint about them is they were getting overclocked,
Yeah.
so they were overheating. Yeah, you never get
Don't
the first
one.
wave.
Don't
Yeah.
be the first one to buy a thing. Wait until they debug and work out all the goddamn kinks.
I didn't
get all that
I
out.
didn't get this until like a year after it came out. Because
Yeah.
remember the first Switches, when you charged them, they would get kind of hot, and then you'd play it and they'd bend. Like they'd get all
shit.
because I mean,
Really?
yeah, you never get the first wave. Take
Never.
that home with you.
That's good to know.
Yeah, if you take nothing from anything that we've done for the last 8.5 months,
Never buy the first round of consoles.
wait until Gen 2 of whatever the console.
Yeah. Well, and plus you just get the better version. That's when they
Yeah.
give you more memory space and fucking.
How many do you think you delivered when they first came out?
The day they came out, I myself delivered at least 35. And you had to get a signature for all of them. You couldn't just leave them. And that day it was funny, and I think I made an Instagram post about it because we had a late plane that day. So service got thrown out the window. So I delivered all of the PlayStations first, so people got them by like 9:30 in the morning.
That's so dope. That's like so kind of you. You're
People
such a
were
little gamer.
I know.
Like,
People were hella They goes, oh, this wasn't supposed to be here till 8. And I was like, Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
You're just out here making dreams come true. That's so sweet.
Tell me how Cyberpunk looks.
I know. Jesus Christ. I want to play Bring me more pictures of Spider-Man. That game looks tight.
So,
I want it.
do you think that like, okay, so I guess this is another question I have is like, would it matter if like, say you delivered a PS5, but the PS5 wasn't in the box? But like the person you delivered it to like opened the box before you left, what would happen then? And like it was empty. Then what would they do?
Well, with me, I mean, you're going to be able to tell if there's no PlayStation in it because those boxes were fucking heavy. But whenever like shit just to cover my own ass that I deliver looks tampered with or that it's like already been opened, before I release it or have them sign for it, I have them check it so they can refuse it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You're like a really like honest.
Yeah. It's people's shit
person.
that they spend money on. I'm not gonna
you.
freaking
I don't know why I'm so surprised. I know that you're like an honest, good person.
We had a couple years ago, I want to say, like for Christmas, we had cards like slit open.
Yeah.
Gift
People
cards
are
taken.
shitty.
Clearly, the carriers
Oh
were
yeah.
just stealing
Dude,
shit out of
mail-
people's Christmas cards.
I'm not trying to talk shit on the post office because we need them, whatever. But those motherfuckers make bank.
Well, I mean,
Oh, I
like,
know.
like the
Yeah.
seasonals that don't give a fuck. They're out there
Oh, yeah, the
robbing
temps
people.
and
That's
stuff,
just
yeah.
what it is.
And
No,
that's
but,
what
like,
you get with temps.
People that work like for the USPS, just like career workers, make really good money.
Oh, I know.
Especially in like
Dude,
rural areas.
Those guys are fucking lucky too, because now they could just wear their normal clothes to work. Like, have you noticed that? I'm like, this guy's just out here in sweats and a wife beater. Just
That's what our guy does. He's like, he
Yeah.
shows up in like a hoodie and just like, I think he wears just like athletic pants.
I think it's a good idea, especially when it gets to the holidays, because people fucking will follow you and steal shit. I've had that. That happened to me when I worked in Sacramento.
So like incognito drivers, you think that's part of what that is?
I think so.
Because
Because those guys...
The big crunchy polyester shorts that people are just following around.
First of all, they're comfortable, and there's a lot of pockets. I like my work shorts. Becky saw them on Friday night.
Oh my God.
When I came over to her house, toasted.
Toasted.
I kept doing these weird...
I know, because you had your backpack on, so it was really funny.
I know.
You were like, you want some rye chips?
Yeah, I bought rye
Special
chips.
request. You tried to feed them to me like 6 times. I was like, I can't keep eating
I had
these.
to throw them away because I haven't been eating that kind of stuff, and they fucked my
I
stomach.
bet.
like
They also
bad.
probably made you retain a shit ton of water because they're just salt carbs.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
hella good. But I drank like a gallon of water after you left.
I
I was like,
know.
oh my God.
That's why I was trying to get rid of them. And then Ben made me these fucking dumplings. Sorry, I call them dumplings.
Bulgogi. Beef
They were
bulgogi.
good.
They're
But
so
they
good.
weren't. I remember one of them wasn't cooked all the way. And
Oh
he
yeah,
recooked
I'm pretty
all of
sure I
them.
took it away, and I was
You
like,
did.
no, because he did it to me right before you got there. I was like, can I have bulgogi? And then they weren't
Yeah.
cooked all the way,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh,
We do look
recook
cozy
them.
tonight. That was funny though, because I ate into it and I'm all, the bottom's warm, but the top's stone cold.
And I was like, no. That was hella funny.
But yeah, I think that's why, because those guys walk mostly, so they'll park their fucking truck way up the street and then walk, and I think that's why they let them wear normal clothes.
You've had people follow you before that?
Oh, honey.
Go on.
When I worked in Sacramento, because I was on that route for like 7 years,
Mhm.
so I knew the FedEx ground guy on the route, and I knew the UPS driver on the route, and we had each other's numbers just in case, I don't know, something happened. So like 3 Christmases ago, there was a van.
Wait, pause. So you're like a little coalition of like
Yeah.
allies?
Yeah.
That's cute. Okay, keep going.
So I got a text from the UPS guy who
Mhm.
was like, hey, look out for this van. And they always drive the most like conspicuous, like, why would you drive? It was because the guy ended up following me. He was like, hey, there was a car or a van following me for a while. I'm pretty sure they're like picking up, so just like look out for it. And I'm like, okay. Because with all the mirrors and shit, you notice when a car is like following you.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, whatever. And it was like 2 or 3 hours later, and I'm like in my residential area because I go super fast, and I'm like, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, this car has been following me for a while. And then, so I came out, I did a delivery, and then how the streets were, like, I waited, I pulled away, waited, and then I came back around, and these fucking guys were getting out. I think I always post about shit on Facebook, but they were getting out, grabbing the shit, and taking it back to their truck. So that I text the ground guy, and then to look out for it, because after they saw me come back around, they like took off. But the UPS guy had called the cops, and then like an hour later, I was coming up on a delivery, and they had pulled them over.
Nice.
And it was 5 dudes in a van and just full of packages in the car.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, people are fucking shitty.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That's scary.
not for me.
I know, but like, I don't know.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I definitely was like, I don't get it. I don't get why people would do that. And I've had other people that have like followed me, and I'm pretty sure we're taking shit, and then I would do the same. It's always streets where I can come back around, so I'm just like, you obviously don't know the neighborhood. You should case your shit before you start stealing stuff.
You'd make such a good little criminal.
Yeah. But I've like pulled up to people, and I'm like, what are you doing? Are you taking stuff? And they'll be like, no. And then they drop it and take off. Like, I'm going to arrest them. I just hate when people are fucking shady with stuff that like people pay for.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like people's hard-earned money.
What other crazy stuff have you seen?
I saw, well, in SAC, it was a lot of crazy, like drivers, accidents. I saw a car catch on fire in front of a mental health hospital that I used to pick up from and deliver to. Like the guy, because it was on like Auburn, and like there was that freeway off ramp right there. Like it's in between Watt and Madison on Auburn.
Yeah.
And this guy came
That's
off
a weird spot.
Yeah, that was my old route. But
okay.
No, he came off the freeway, was out of control, crashed his car into like the entrance of the hospital. Not like the entrance, but like the stone thing that was there. And his car like immediately like burst into flames. And I was just like, oh shit. And then the guy just took off running. Yeah, it was nuts.
Wow.
There was one homeless lady that always used to walk around for years, and she'd be like, fuck shit, and she had like weird Tourette's. She was nice though. I saw there were on that route, there was the whole time I was on it, there were 7 shootings, and I was there for 2. I got questioned by the cops once.
Were you like
there?
Was it like a Law and Order episode?
I was just like moving boxes. Yeah, I saw it. Weird guy.
I got other deliveries to get to.
I gotta get out of here. That John Mulaney joke is so good.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
so funny.
It's mostly just the people.
Yeah.
That are fucking wild. And they're everywhere. Rockland has them too. The fucking house moms that stay at home that are assholes.
Do you ever have people that are just like wasted at like early in the morning that sign for packages?
Yeah, and it was funny because I got this one lady one time, and
What
it
are
was
you,
on.
jealous, Becky?
Yes, 100%. I am.
I got this one lady one time and we had late freight that day, and I was delivering, it had to be alcohol because it needed an adult signature. And I always mess with people. I'm like, are you an adult? And they're like, give me the booze. But it was a P1, so priority overnights are due by like 10:30. And like I got there at like noon, I think, and she was all, this was supposed to be here at 10:30. And I was like, bitch, all right, I didn't say bitch. I was like, ma'am, I don't think you needed this at 10:30. And she was like, let me sign for it. And I'm like, it's COVID. It was like in the beginning of the pandemic.
Oh, really?
No, just here's your booze.
My liver's cold.
Burr. Yeah. I've delivered to like fucking people that answer the door, like this fat old dude answered the door, nothing but tidy whities, and he's all, oops.
Oh,
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I was all wrong tree. I'm not.
One time when I was living in Chico, we went and we were like floating on the river. It was a float weekend, and so I got super shit faced. I came back. I don't know who dropped me off. Somebody dropped me off in my apartment, and I passed out, or like I went into my room. I ordered a pizza from Domino's, and then passed out in my bikini on my bed. And so my roommate came to my door. She was just like, yo, someone's at the door. So I come out with like apparently like a boob just popped out of my swimsuit top, and I was just like, give me my pizza. And then I like the dude just was laughing, and I signed it, and then I took the whole pizza into my room, and then I looked down and I was like, oh,
I don't want this.
and then I like put my boob back in.
Oh. I thought you were looking down at the pizza. You were looking down at your breast.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I ate the pizza. But ever since then, I'm just like, damn, anybody that delivers anything probably sees a lot of weird shit.
Yeah. Yeah, people in their homes are interesting folk, especially during quarantine times, because people just be letting it go. And they don't give a fuck how they answer the door. And some people are very excited to see you. Mm-hmm. Some people are like pissed that you're there.
Do people try to make small talk with you sometimes? Are they like, oh, a person?
I had, when I delivered to this older lady this week, and it was like, I don't know, it was probably clothes or something. Mm-hmm. But whenever I see people, like usually when I do my residential deliveries, I don't wear my mask because unless I have to go to the door. Or if I see people like outside, like if someone's in their garage, I'll put it on. So like this lady and her husband were outside. And I was like, ugh, and I pull it out and I put it on and I start to, and she's like, oh, do you feel like Santa Claus? And I was like,
why is it so cute?
It was cute. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not getting enough cookies. And they were like, bah, she's charming. And then I handed her box because I wear like latex gloves and like the whole nine since all this shit's been going on. But I handed her box and then she was all, thank you so much for what you do. And thank you for wearing a mask. And I'm like, all right, that's enough. That's enough talking.
That's really cute.
It was cute. It was cute just because she was not so old, but she had to be like early 70s. But she was like, do you feel like Santa Claus? It's just how she said it. And whenever I can make people laugh, that's always my favorite because they don't know what I do on the side.
No, that's where you get your natural laughs in.
Mm-hmm.
You do really love to get laughs in the wild.
I do. I think it's the best way to hone your comedic abilities is a natural, just not setting.
No, I do it at my dentist's office a lot.
Do they know?
No, they don't know.
I love it.
And my dentist, whenever he's like in my mouth, he'll like pat my shoulder and be like, ha, 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 ha. And I'm like, all right. Still funny.
I was on a big kick for years with grocery store clerks.
Oh my God, you've told
like
me
baggers.
about
Yes. I was on a big, I don't know why, the biggest laugh I ever got, and it was accidental, but I was at Walmart and it was like booty call hours. It was late because social anxiety. I like to go places like I'm gonna go to Safeway after this to get because I'm like no one will be there. Well, I don't know. Night before Thanksgiving, it might be kind of mixed.
There will be people.
Yeah.
Well, I already went, but I need to get creamer. I forgot my coffee creamer. But there was this fucking old lady behind me. Yeah, she was behind me. And I only got like a couple things. And I was kind of like talking to the chick, whatever. And this lady was just like, can you hurry up? And I turned around and I'm all, eh. And then I looked down in her cart and all she had was probably like 50 cans of cat food.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I looked back at the girl and I'm like, best hurry up. I think she's got big dinner plans. And the girl started dying. And then I was like, swoop. And I left.
Isn't it the best when you just get to leave them?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
They're still enjoying you and you're like, my work here is done.
I love getting stranger digs in. Like people who are just being dicks in the wild. And you can just be like,
Go ahead and ring me up. Looks like this one's going to die alone.
That's like what I wanted to say, but I'm all gotta PG it up. Big dinner plans it is.
Looks like this one's going to be eaten by all of her animals and not found for weeks.
This
Want to know what I'm talking about
This
here?
one's preparing a fancy feast. We gotta go. God, that lady. She was just old and crotchety. And I'm like, enough. We're both at the Walmart at 1 a.m. Like, you need to calm down.
Imagine frantically going to Walmart.
Oh, I need cat food. Oh, it's 1 a.m.
The babies.
How will the babies eat if I don't get it now? Yeah.
La had a comment there that you might appreciate a couple up.
She loves the
Felt like Santa delivering pizza.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tipped in the devil's lettuce.
Oh, tipped in the devil's lettuce. Ooh. When I was a delivery driver for Roundtable, people always offered to smoke me out. And I never would because I'm not going into a stranger's. If you give it to me, I'll take it and go. But
I smoked in the McDonald's drive-thru once. My friends came through. And like,
you just leaned out the window?
Yeah.
Becky.
It was just one
time.
time. It was closing shift. I don't smoke weed anymore though, so it was
you
like
just eat gummy, or you don't. I don't know if that's.
I eat gummies. I love the gummies.
I don't know if it's like ooh.
Gummies.
I don't know.
Anyways.
No, that was like tapping the nose, like hush hush.
Oh, I thought it was like
Not blow, not the devil's lettuce, not the devil's dandruff. No.
Dandruff.
Didn't I say that the last
you did,
time?
and it never gets old. It's so funny to me.
Oh my god.
Devil's got a lot of weird shit going on.
And he's got, well, that's why he's the devil. He's got all the goods. Yeah, I smoked weed.
Or are they the bad?
Well, depends on who you are. I don't know. Depends on how the trip goes. When I worked at Roundtable, because not to brag, I was a manager there when I was 19.
You've mentioned it.
Yeah, I do every chance I get to mention it. When I was starting to do my manager training at FedEx, and I was talking to our district manager, and he was like, "Oh, you're interested in the AIM program?" And I was like, "Yeah, not to brag." I was a blue shirt at Roundtable. And he just laughed, and I'm like, I'm serious. But no, I was in charge of one of the closing shifts, and I had everyone go into the walk-in and smoke weed before we started. Like, we had already closed, like the customers weren't coming in. And I'm all, you guys, let's get ripped and then bleach mop the floors or deck brush the floors. I always made people deck brush the floors because I felt like it was cleaner.
Yeah, that's what we did when I worked. We always deck brushed.
The
but
lazy
when
managers,
you're stoned, it's
yeah.
better because it doesn't
'Cause you're
matter.
like,
You're just like, yeah, and then you're playing music hella loud in the kitchen anyways. So it's just like, yeah, this is fun. We love our job.
I loved it.
Closing shift is always
It's always
fun.
a good time when you're young and stuff.
Yeah. When I was watching, I watch a lot of TikToks, but I was like watching a TikTok that was based. It was like based in a subway. And it was like the closers and the openers getting into an argument. And it made me hella mad because I was watching it and I was like, I don't understand why closers hate openers and openers hate closers when it's the mid-shift that causes all the problems. It's always mid-shift.
Because they're the ones to like pick it up in the middle of the day. And they could just be like, Marco Cabote was always, I worked at Roundtable with him for years. And he always was the mid manager. And he would just be out.
Mid-managers don't do shit.
Yeah, he would always be out back fucking smoking cigarettes, playing on his guitar, which was fine because I was out there smoking cigarettes and playing on my guitar. So it was fine, but.
There's always less to do during mid-shift, but that's the thing that like is so annoying is that there's so much more you could be doing to like prep because when I was an opening manager, I knew all the work that the closers did. So whenever I was on mid shift, I was like, oh, let's start the close. Yeah. So like I was always like, I got it, but it was always really shitty if like I would close and I got like an opening manager that worked in mid and didn't do anything. Yeah. I was like, oh, cool. You're trash.
I liked doing the mid shifts because I liked doing it, but I would always do this thing where after the lunch rush, we'd clean up in the back and we'd wipe all the make line and everything down. And then I'd be like, hey, let's put saran wrap over the make line.
Yeah. We did it on grill, so then the closers could
you
come
put a
in
little water, you squirt a little water, then you just line it with saran wrap, like a couple layers.
And then they just pull out the Cambrios or whatever and then just pick it up. Yes, dude. Oh my gosh. We would have been great coworkers. I know. I'll never go back.
I won't either. I miss working at Roundtable though. Just because I remember when I first got hired there, I made $5.25 an hour.
When I got hired at McDonald's, I think I made $5.75.
Yeah,
it was either $5.25 or $5.75.
I think I want to say when I was doing KFC, when I was delivery there, like the
delivery at KFC,
the only like delivery KFC. That was off like Mac, that one over there.
Oh, Mac Road.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I know that KFC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Delivered there for like a year and a half, 2 years. I want to say it was like $5 there too, and tips or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was like 97, 98,
it's sad
something like that.
how it didn't change.
Not much.
Because I didn't start working till 2003.
Yeah.
And it was $5.25.
Yeah, it was. I made $5.75, and I started in 2008 at McDonald's. And when I left McDonald's 7 years later, 6 or 7 years later, I made like $12.20 as a manager.
As a manager at Roundtable, when I left, I made $10 an hour. And I'm all, this is fun. No bennies.
No bennies. They made us like sign a piece of paper to like waiver shit. And I was like, I don't think this is legal.
Yeah.
I don't think that this would hold up
I
in
think
a court
that,
of
you
law.
know what? I think that was the last thing I posted on Facebook was me, a picture of me when I was 16. This delivery driver at Round Table was a delivery driver there when I was like a kid, because we would get him and me and my sister would always be super scared.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Oh, could you? I could try and send it to the chat.
I might be able to get there in time.
Hold on. Nope, it's already sent.
Shit.
This was me and Alan.
Do you still talk to Alan?
No, he quit to go on a cross-country road trip. And he used to send us postcards.
That's so cute.
Yeah, there's me and Alan.
How old are you in that photo?
I'm 15 and a half or 16, if you can't tell by the baby fat jowls that I have.
You look so jolly.
Because first of all, I'm always happy, and I've always taken funny pics, even back then. But he was funny. Like, once I got to know him, because I worked with him for like a couple years. I'm like, I don't know why I was so scared of you, besides your face. But I love Round Table. It's my fave.
It's so good. I mean, I don't know. It's a draw for me between like Round Table and Mountain Mike's. Because Mountain Mike's has those curly peps.
Yeah,
I love a curly pep.
The Round Table is the only pizza that does not fuck up my stomach.
Really?
Even the red sauce doesn't fuck my stomach up. Wow. I don't know.
I worked briefly right after KFC delivery. I went over to, so it would have been like Upper Elk Grove or whatever the fuck, Pizza Bell. I don't know if that even still exists.
I remember that.
Yeah. I worked there briefly, and immediately said fuck off because when you weren't out delivering, you were supposed to be like washing dishes and shit.
Oh, see, I like doing that.
No, I'm here to deliver pizza.
The Zaz.
I'm not here to be cleaning up shit.
I'm here to be driving around town, listening to music.
I just like how my career has always been driving. and like the 2 office jobs I had in between Round Table and FedEx, I got fired from because I was just shipping everything to Iron Mountain. I didn't give a fuck. I'm all current claims, old claims. Who gives a shit? Unopened mail.
Oh my God.
I was terrible. I was so bad.
As soon as I worked my first desk job, I was like, oh, this is much more my speed. And then I went right back into retail. And then now that I'm back at it again, I'm like, yeah, I love this. It's the work I enjoy.
I'm so happy I wouldn't have lasted in retail.
Oh,
ever.
It's not for the faint of heart.
No, I wouldn't have.
It's very stressful.
Because even at Round Table, when they'd put me on customer service, people just always said I was unfriendly. But it's my voice. That's what it is. Like, and people would get mad about pizza. I'm like, dude, it'll literally take us 7 minutes to remake this. Like, can you wait? Can you wait?
Yeah, people don't like that.
I know.
No.
And I got complaints. And I had a secret shopper once, and they were like, you need to keep her in the back. And then I excelled. I was on cut and wrap. That was my favorite thing.
Was what?
Cut and wrap. That's when you pull the pizzas out of the oven and you cut them and box them. And you like direct where they go. You call out the numbers.
Did you like cutting them?
I loved cutting the pizzas because we had these big knives that were like this big.
They had
and
like
were
handles
round.
on both sides, right? So you
I got so good at just being like, fwah, 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 like fast, and then you box it, and then you'd be like, delivery up. I was quick.
I can see you being hella proud of yourself.
I was. Well, they would put me on cut and wrap on like Friday and Saturday nights.
Oh, so you were
because you got all the tags up, and I'm like, okay, the twists go here and this goes here. I don't know. I just liked it.
I get it. I mean, that was like I worked when I was at McDonald's. Like I always worked back drive, and then when they finally put me on grill, I was like, this is where I thrive.
Did you thrive?
Yeah, because I was always really good at making I made cheeseburgers faster than anybody else on grill. So they would pull me off drive and put me there during lunch
I was
rush.
good on the make line also.
Mhm.
Like, it got to a point where I could just hand the cheese, not like, you know what I mean? Be like, this is 10
This
ounces.
is enough.
This is
Yeah,
enough.
yeah.
And we would weigh it, and it would
Mhm.
be exactly, I'm like, dude, I've been here since I was 15 and a half. I am 37 years old. No. I think I stayed there till I was like 19.
Did you make a lot of cool like pizza concoctions?
Yes. That was my favorite thing. First of all, and I just want to say, and people probably know this, and I am registering that law. I used to work at Round Table also. She said that in the comments, which is
Yeah.
tight. But I think everyone
She
has...
didn't make or wash.
I know. Yeah, I saw that. And I'm like, oh, I know what kind of driver. I know exactly which driver you are. No, like, I feel like everybody who's ever ordered Round Table has gotten the garlic twists and has gotten, like, like, have you gotten garlic twists from Round Table that are, like, fucked up? Like, some of them are hella... I always made the best twists.
Really?
Yes, because I didn't want people to have shitty ones because it's so expensive. So I'd cut them all even, and then I'd be like, ooh, it's this much. Like, that's how much you twist it. And then I'd brush it with stuff and sprinkle it with more shit.
I can see you just back there making everything with love.
I did.
Just like a 75-year-old grandmother.
I did,
like,
dude. When I made pizza for people, I fucking weighed everything out. I put it out nice because eventually you know where to kind of put toppings to when you cut it. You're not losing too much in the cuts.
oh,
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I smoked a lot of weed, and I really focused on my craft when I worked there.
Would you ever open a pizza restaurant?
Yeah,
Really?
I did it for so long. It's like ingrained because that's the first job I ever had.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I could. I didn't like the smell coming home though,
Yeah, it's the worst.
and your shoes from like walking on the shit all
oh,
day.
they're so greasy and disgusting. I
Yeah.
always smelled like pickles, onions, and grease.
I always smelled like burnt pizza crust
oh, gross.
and sauce.
Sauce is good though.
Yeah, but not when it's like ingrained in your shoes
That's true. And in your hair.
with cheese.
Yeah.
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 I'm surprised they never made me wear a hairnet there.
Mm,
I wore a hat.
that's probably why.
Yeah.
I wore visor at the first one I
Really?
worked at, and then we had to wear hats, but I still relaxed my hair, so it didn't matter. And then when I became a manager, I was like, fuck it. I got a fro, bitch. Try to make me wrap this shit up. And they didn't. They were scared.
I'd wear a hat, and then when I would do cut and wrap and it would get busy, I'd turn it around and I'd be like, let's get dangerous.
Oh
and
my
I'd be
God, I can see you dropping sunglasses on and playing like 80s music in the background.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing like an act out from like a cartoon. This is good.
It
This
was
is fun.
Yeah. We used to make spritzers out of the Walker or walk-in wine
Mhm. Oh
because we had taps and it was Franzia. We're like, would you want the Chardonnay? And it's like tapped Franzia. And then we used to put that in there, and then with like Sierra Mist, and we just be like, blah, blah, blah. I like Dish Pit too, because you had the cool dish hoses.
Oh, those are the best.
and the racks, and you just like squirt, and
and then you
throw 'em in the
sanitize
thing.
it, and then
no,
did
we
you
had a
the-
dishwasher.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those are nice.
I always
those are
loved.
really
I loved
nice.
every aspect of that job except being a manager. I didn't like that.
Yeah, because then you have to keep track of everybody else's time.
Yeah, I fired 2 people while I was there.
Oh, that sucks.
It was fun. I feel like you have to fire at least one person in your life. That's like a thing everybody should go through.
Really?
I think so.
Why? Because of the responsibility or the satisfaction?
The learning to communicate to someone that they suck at. No.
Mm.
No, just like I feel like that's like a confrontation everybody needs to have. I think it shows like how you handle things as a person.
When I got fired at Wingstop, and when she fired me, I made her cry. She started crying
Really?
when she fired me, and I was like, "Yeah, bitch, that's what you get." Like,
Yeah. My first job I got fired from was Sedgwick CMS, which is funny because they handled the work comp for FedEx. I got my sister a job there. That's how she got into workers' comp.
mhm.
And I was a mail clerk, and they fired me. And the lady, I forget what her name is. name was. She was a bitch though. She was
Is
like
she
this
dead?
old, probably. She was hella old, red dyed hair. She was rude. She was like hella mean, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. You could just say you're fired. You don't have to go into all this detail and be so rude. And they had security escort me out, and I was 18. Yeah, and I was like, I wanted to do like the Jerry Maguire thing. That's like, I'm gonna freak out because it's like, what the fuck? And I was bawling. Because I was embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm like, you could have just like fired me. I'm like, bitch, I'm not even gonna take anything from my desk because all I have in there are hot pockets that I stole from the break room. Like, I'm not gonna take anything. And then the second time I got fired was I was a receptionist at this like commercial construction company that my aunt worked for, and they ended up letting me go. I did my job great. I did everything I was supposed to, but they said I wasn't friendly enough to be a receptionist. I get it.
Well, you do have to be like
shitty.
over. No, you have to be overly bubbly to be a
But
receptionist.
I was efficient.
It doesn't matter
And-
because you're like the face of the company.
Well, here's what's funny. Yeah, my title was director of first impressions, which I'm like, let's nix it because I'm never gonna live up to that hype.
That's
We
why
all
you
know
got
that. But the funny thing is, so my aunt was the one who got me the job there, and I think I told you about this show. My aunt retired 2 years ago from there. Or a year. No, it was 2 years ago.
Wait, didn't you do?
Yes.
Yeah.
My uncle wanted me to come and do a stand-up set at her retirement party. And I did because I thought it would be funny because I knew all the people and I hadn't seen them in like 8 years or 9 years. But it was like in June. It was 110. It was outside. This motherfucker, and I'm going to say, because he's not my favorite uncle. I don't like, but he wanted me to do my 45 minutes for free.
No.
I said that.
For free?
Yeah, and he was like,
12
so
to 15.
he's all, we're going to have the band, and then I was thinking maybe you do like 45 minutes, and I was like, how much are you paying me? And he's like, well, I'm not paying you. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to get like 10 minutes. I'm all, it's fucking hot. The stage is directly in the sun. So I did this set, and I was like sweating hella
Just
bad.
beating down.
It was, and I'm fair skinned and I get red easy. But the whole time I was up there talking, I was like, do you guys remember me? And they were like, huh? And I'm like, I was the receptionist there for like 2 years and I got fired. And they were like, oh yeah. And I'm like, yeah, remember I would like never talk to anybody. And I was like, and every time you guys had like work-in meetings, I would every time I would order them lunch, they'd be like, order us lunch. I'd only get them Togos because I always wanted Togos. Like there's like so many places I could have ordered lunch from, but I always got them Togos.
I mean,
and they
you can't go
started
wrong.
dying. Like that was an inside office joke probably when I left. It was like, oh, good thing she's gone. We don't have to have Togos ever again. And then after the set, all the people came up to me and they were like, oh my God, you're so funny. Is this what you've been doing for 10 years? And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. And delivering
Like, we
shit.
thought you were the rude girl at the desk.
Yeah, I'm like, no, turns out. And it's funny too because I didn't do comedy yet when I worked there, but they had like an office like bonding night and it was at Laughs Unlimited and I didn't go. I just didn't want to. I didn't even like watching comedy then when I didn't do comedy. What time is it?
Emma,
Oh shit.
I think we're at that time.
Oh, whoops. Well, at least this time we covered a chunk of Animal
Yeah.
Crossing.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still.
Happy Thanksgiving, Sarah.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining
happy
us.
Thanksgiving.
And happy Thanksgiving to everyone else, not just Sarah, but she. Yeah.
She's over on the East Coast, so it's
oh,
officially
so
Thanksgiving.
it's yeah. Oh shit. Oh yeah, it's midnight over there.
Yeah.
I had fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Did you have fun, Jesse? Did you
Heck
put us in
yeah.
just chatting?
All
After a
so
while?
much. So many, I did not. I just love that this might pop up for somebody still in the Animal Crossing category.
They're like, ooh, hot takes. And he's like, what are you talking about? Smoking weed in the drive-thru. Becky, do you have anything to promote? Or anything?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even this show next week? This show?
Animal Gossing next Wednesday, right here. Stat. 8 p.m.
I have a couple things. I Twitch also. That was a dumb joke. That was a
yeah, no, I saw you
trying to
twitching.
twitch.
Yeah, no, I got it.
You
We
can-
all got it.
You can
Emma.
follow me
You
at
go straight
at
home to straight home to wow some stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. Well, because the new game just came out, and that's what I was waiting for. So I'm ready to go. You can follow me at Infamous Jedi. I just said, hey, in the chat, come follow me. Come to the afterlife with me. We'll save Thrall and Jaina and all the folks that got kidnapped. Per the usual, we have to save all the people. And I also am part of a podcast called The Roles We Made. It is a Let's Play podcast. It's Dungeons and Dragons. It's super funny. We're just entering our fourth arc of the show. We're sponsored by a Canadian tabletop company, which I will say every time because I think it's super swell and cute.
What's the name of the company?
Legendcraft.
No
Start your
free
own
promos.
legend.
No free promo.
I even threw in their catchphrase. Hey, maybe we could get them over here.
Yeah,
But yeah, so you can find that on your podcatcher of choice. It's called The Roles We Made. Jesse, what do you got?
Your standard sort of fare. Tomorrow, it's Thanksgiving, so we're going a little light. Just gonna bookend your day with me. Office hours in the morning, and 8 o'clock the Stab show. We do have a Thanksgiving edition
Who's on
of
it?
Stab. It's Danielle Mandela,
Oh, yay!
Edgar Granados,
Oh,
Nice.
yeah!
and Ryan King.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, that'll be a good one.
That's
yeah,
good.
that one's gonna be fun. Edgar for the first time in a good long while.
Yeah, he hasn't been on it in a minute.
Danielle for the first time. Well, since he came back from clowning overseas,
Yeah.
we haven't had him back yet.
Do you guys remember that episode where he did the about Henry H. Vapor?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Harold L. Vaporman.
Oh, yeah. Harold L.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to watch Office Hours in the morning while I
Oh,
play
yeah.
World of Warcraft.
Nice.
So-
Yeah, Office Hours has been good. We've been doing National Novel Writing Month. I'm feeling good. I'm not going to proclaim anything, but I'm feeling like I might make it to 50,000 this year.
Nice.
It's been a while since I've done that. So yeah, all of that. Your regular fare. Friday is what? Rankinator and
Are you hosting a
Body
watch
Posse.
party this weekend?
we
I saw
are.
somewhere.
I'm super proud of the graphic that I made for that. It looks so.
I saw it. It looks good.
I'm gonna pull it up because I loved it so much. For Aubrey Zavalos, our friend and producer of the new Ha Horizons Island Comedy Tour, was pushing us to do a watch party for an old cult. It's not even necessarily a classic because it's a forgotten cult gem. Let me pull it up. Can I? There it is. For the most part, it's you missed the whole the stab box. It doesn't work. You can see sort of. Go check it out.
Cinema in place. I like that.
Just came to me. I name shows, guys.
You do.
do
You
very
come
well.
up with show names really. What are you going to call this show when the animal
I don't
Gossing
even
is
know.
dead? Just Goss.
Yeah, just plain old goss.
I like it.
But yeah, we're gonna watch Phantom of the Paradise, old musical, Paul Williams. I'm a big Paul Williams fan. People have been telling me I should watch it. I never have because I watched like a clip and it was just, oh, this is a little much. But but we're gonna give watch partying a try and that should be fun.
Nice.
Yeah, we figured why the fuck not. So that'll be Saturday at 6. Check out the full calendar of events. Oh, that reminds me, I'm gonna have to make. I'm gonna have to update the calendar with that. We just finalized stuff. Check out everything. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. StabComedyTheater.com if you want to know more, or if you're on Twitch, which you are. Just scroll down. The upcoming week's worth of events will be coming up. Thanks for hanging out. I hope to see you in the morning. Thank you, Emma and Becky, one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will see you in the morning. Oh, actually, you know what? La has a good name. It's call it Just Chatting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just chat.
I like just chat.
Just chat.
Or put us in Just Chatting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are they still? Yeah, Blabbermouth's still going. Let's send you guys over to our friend Red Scott.
Have you done Bobber?
He asked me
And-
to, and then I couldn't.
I
And
did
we'll
so
check
well.
out who's doing Blabbermouth tonight. Oh, it's not in the top 5. I have to type it in. Oh, no.
Oh, blabs.
There it is. Yeah, I hope to do it again. It was a lot of fun, even though I got the shit kicked out of me. But
Yeah, I
then,
wasn't good at it.
but then I won everybody's money that Friday in poker, so it
Ooh,
evened out.
nice, nice.
All right, go enjoy Blabbermouth. I'll see you in the morning.
Bye.
Bye,
Stay
friends.
blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody who loves me. I've been in love and lost my senses, spinning through the town.